Hey, you guys, it's MJ. How are you? So, I was sitting with Topic Share. Now, I am actually going to go live again after this or at some point this morning. I I want to actually talk about one of your comments regarding the crystalline light body activation. So that's a aspect of the our story's evolution, you could say, and activating this more evolved DNA, essentially. And it has to do with the how our brain function is functioning. So I will talk about that in another share. But on this share, it was because I was actually uh, about to put a title down around the topics, and then for some reason, there was already a title, and part of that title was about Fearless Life online coaching, which is really the coaching that I do online in the form of either face-to-face calls or audio messaging, where we work together to work out your fears, basically, and to either trace them back where necessary, and or just to be able to pinpoint them, highlight them in a kind of obvious way, and then shift them and let them go. Also, someone just to relate to about the emotional journey side of all of this. And I suppose part of the share is just my like transparency around exchange. And now that I apologize, I'm moving over here because I get my coffee. Um, and for some people it just depends on how it feels, and I'm really open to working with more of you in this capacity, and making a few different leaps in my own life. And the Fearless Life, really, the online coaching is about presence and intuition guiding the collective. We are the collective, envoy. So, how we support one another, how we share, how we guide, how we show up in the world, it's all relevant to the expanding feel good evolution flow, and our discreating and or uncreating, dissolving, disappearing the old grid work, the false timelines, whatever, however we want to describe it, right? So I guess this is really just about saying, hey, oh, and I'm opening up the platform. So opening up for probably just like two or three new coaching clients that want to work with me online on a regular basis. That could just be once a week, that could be two or three times a week, and really becoming more flexible around the dynamic exchange and supporting All to Love as a movement, which is supporting me as well. Obviously, there's just no desire to accumulate in such a way to power over. And that's a big part of the new paradigm. It's really never, ever going to be about making money or being like, hey guys, want to know how to make six figures? That's not my function. At the same time, understanding manifestation and abundance is a big part of the function, and sharing with you how in different times of my life I've overcome those financial disparities and or those loops around money as a construct. Also money as a construct to freedom, because it's not true. Money's not time, money's not freedom, money is not making the world go around. So it's unhooking our paradigm from those limiting thought forms, and essentially breaking free from them. And it's all been from within the emotional field. And at the same time, through Spirituality Simplified, the online course that I'm launching this month, you'll get to meet some people that I've worked with, and like healers and spiritual teachers on different like walks of life who have unhooked us and or me just from certain blocks in the energy field and certain awareness blocks, as in we block them out at a certain point in our life because they're too radical or too weird or too out there. Now that the entire collective is shifted, a lot of this is more obvious, apparent, and accessible to us. So having like ceremonies where we, in our presence here now state, disentangle and again actually completely dissolve any contracts, whether soul contract or physical. It actually doesn't matter, and actually what takes priority or precedence is the spiritual or the soul stuff. It's that invisible soul stuff that we think we have to disentangle out there, but it's actually in our consciousness energy field, which we're dissolving in order to project out this more clear, harmonious, transparent reality, right? Where people aren't shady, people aren't denying, lying to one another. We're rising up the empathy so that we can see through it, call it out, and then just shine light, hold people accountable, that kind of thing. Um, and yet, so Alta Love is aligning itself with the people who are also going to help us break free from the bond. So that is the birth certificate thing of being traded on the stock market, and it's really covert, and an interesting part of our collective enslavement, you could say. And so yeah, we have an opportunity via this platform to disengage our invisible soul contracts, and or same thing, really actually do the paperwork to allow us to disengage from the bond. But this is early days for all this stuff. So the soul revocation can definitely happen. The person I'm working with that, she's reworking the written material. We've talked about language a lot. So that's like a real thing. Otherwise, just reach out to me and let me know if you want to have regular sessions. Um, those of you who hear this call and resonate with it, please come forward. Don't worry about like the booking system on the Wix. Just message me and then we can work out an exchange. Basically, just to help us keep in that direction, keep in that focus, and to continue the evolution for this movement. Ultimately, if you resonate, to me, it means like you're a part of it. You feel it, you love it, you really get what I'm saying in a kind of visceral, not just intellectual, but like a visceral, meaningful way. And that you want to live it, that you don't want to just make excuses or whatever. You actually want to live it. So that's why I think this came up, is that these are the people that I'm kind of shining back to work with, to really permission you to step into your purpose, permission you to really be the truth of your knowing, and then doing the energetic work and or the physical work we might need to really stay on that path. So reach out to me. I look forward to meeting you and seeing you and working with you on the regular for you to really shed and shine. Break down to break free, mo flow lovers. Have a beauty day. Love you loads, and I'll speak to you real soon. Peace out.